Human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery and varies in its presentation. The United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime defines human trafficking as the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of persons by means of the threat or use of force, abduction, fraud, deception, abuse of power, or a position of vulnerability, or of the giving or receiving of payment or benefits to achieve the consent of the person having control over another person for the purpose of exploitation. While there are various forms of human trafficking, labor trafficking is one of the three most common forms of human trafficking. Labor trafficking has been split into four different categories, including involuntary servitude, in which a person is forced into labor against their will; peonage, in which includes holding a person against their will in lieu of debt; debt bondage, in which includes a person's pledge of their labor or service as repayment for a loan or other debt; and slavery, which includes all of the aforementioned definitions and also offers no provisions of human rights to its victims. According to research, 50% of trafficking victims come from East Asia, 35% from the Western Hemisphere, 15% from Africa, Europe, Latin America, and South Asia. Approximately 600,000 to 800,000 individuals are trafficked globally a year. Approximately 14,500 to 18,500 foreign nationals are trafficked within the United States of America each year. So how do you know if you have come across a victim of human trafficking? On the next screen, you will see a few signs that you can tell if a person may be a victim of human trafficking. When first looking at their living and or working conditions, if a person is not free to leave or come and go as they wish, a person is unpaid or paid very little for their service, a person who worked excessively long hours or unusual hours, a person is not allowed to take breaks and or owe large amounts of debt, a person that is recruited through false promises. Another instance is when you look at a person's mental and or physical health, a person who is fearful, submissive, and or appears malnourished, a person who may lack control, a person that lacks control of their own money and or properties, not in control of their own personal identification, not allowed or able to speak for oneself, and a person who lacks knowledge of their whereabouts and or locations. These are all some signs of a person who may be a victim of human trafficking and signs that we should look for. Anyone can be a victim of human trafficking no matter their age, gender, race, social economic status, or national origin. If you were a victim of human trafficking, I encourage you to speak with a licensed social worker. Social workers are trained professionals who work with clients suffering from human trafficking and other issues. Offering a sophisticated treatment approach, social workers bring an in-person environment perspective to the basis of human trafficking research and are there to help clients through their ongoing struggles and adapt back to life. Social workers are able to provide clinical therapy, case management, activism, and address the needs of victims of human trafficking. Due to the increase of human trafficking victims and research, we must do a better job of educating our communities on this topic. We must advocate for them and get them to the resources they need. If you know someone who may be a victim of human trafficking, please call the number on the screen. Thank you. This video was created for educational and classwork purposes only at The Ohio State University and should not be used in any formal or official capacity. Thank you.